Ladies and gentlemen, happy Sunday fun day. 10th of December. It's about 4 p.m. on the money. I got to do my barn chores here. I always started at 4:15. Because of timing, and I'll spare you the details, the cattle were in need of extra feed this evening. And that's what I just got done doing. I gave them a small treat. I probably shouldn't have done this, and we're going to talk about why. I gave them a nice little treat to one of those large square bales of alfalfa. And then they've got a beautiful, I tapped into some very, very good hay at my bale yard. I don't have a lot of it, but they got a bale that's beyond the knoll that you can't see. Okay, let's talk about bale fodder as far as feed goes. I'm gonna speak the obvious here. If you think that it's gonna replace a bale of hay or something like that, you're gravely mistaken. It's a hell of a addition for feed. So I'll put it into respects for you here. This was fed out last night. To be honest with you, I'm pretty stinking happy because I actually fed out 2 bales. And I need to start a new process here. There's a couple empty rings there. I ain't gonna walk through this shit. Where I split a bale. What happens if you grab the bale correctly? The corn fodder bales, they explode damn near when you open them up. If you grab it correctly, put it over the ring, cut it, a lot of it half of it comes down. The other half is still in your spears. In a perfect world, if you're careful and slow enough, if you've got another ring, let's just say 10 feet away preferably, the other part can go in there, that's so that, you know, multiple extra animals can eat off of it. That's what happened over there. And of course I have empty rings. There was barely nothing left there. There's a bedding spot, which is also kind of the goal here. So I love learning lessons. I learn them every day, every week. I don't have all the answers. This was a nice lesson learned. When I go to put out corn stalks, 2 rings, preferably 10 feet apart, and what I had just said, I won't repeat myself there. And, you know, another perfect little world here. Now there's 2 little bedding spots for the next day when you remove those rings. This, no. Look how much is left. And there's going to be they'll still pick at it. But anyway, that's my 2 cents, if it made any sense to you. Yeah, snow. We're at that time of year. I mean, we can't complain. We're in winter mode, but this was nowhere in the forecast. We got this last night. Of course, I woke up to this at about 5 o'clock this morning on the walk to the barn. That's all right. Like I said, we're in winter mode here. I don't have the words. My hydraulic spring went to hell on the door. Well, that's a pain in the butt. I need to replace that. That's about it. Kind of a dead day today. I did have a full-on barn cleaning this morning. What I usually do here, and I'll do a separate video on that if anybody gives a damn. The barn cleaner gets run every 4 days. The pens get cleaned every 2 days. If you can make that make sense. But yeah, just for no particular reason, I don't like a barn cleaning to land on a Sunday. I've had a lot of extra things going on here where it was all right. Hell, I was done by 9:30 this morning. If the weatherman is correct, we have a fantastic weather pattern coming, which is good. I should have stayed outside. I got to make a bunch of changes here because I don't want to get my you-know-what in a ringer for the winter, because I did that last year and the year before. What I'm trying to tell you is we ended up getting enough soft ground weather to where, in fact, I'm still hooked up to the drag with the 6150M. This lot that's closed off to the cows, this yard, is for the most part leveled to where you're not looking at any bead busters during the winter here. Of course, a foot and a half of snow will cure that too. But anyway, I was able to get in here, level it all out. Well, here's the deal. That's the reason about this snow. I wasn't too happy about it not being in the forecast. Tomorrow morning, I was going after my called cows. I have 6 immediate open called cows. We never talked about the price check, did we? That need to go bye-bye immediately. And I got a phone call coming in, and I will call them back. It's Sunday. Leave me alone. Well, I'm not going to do that, because in order to get those 6 called cows, I got to do what I call a lot yard transfer. That means I need to put feed over here and everything. Well, I'm not doing that, because then there it is. I'm putting the ruts in the yard again. But this week we have a beautiful week. I'm seeing pure sunshine for 5 days. One of the days going up to 43, 44 if I'm not mistaken. Which will be nice. It'll let that yard settle down, dry out, hopefully then freeze up flat, which is the goal. So, long story short, I'm going to have to wait 2 weeks to do a called cow transfer, because waiting those 2 extra weeks is going to be worth its weight in gold all winter. So, I've spoken many times about called animals, and lots of cattle need to go and everything else. Yes, I'm cooling my jets just a little bit. The full-on preg check that we did, minus 15 to 20 cows. I'll spare you why. It was a rough 2 days, 2 different settings. My facilities aren't the best to be managing, and anyway, use what you got, and that's what we did. I got 6 immediates that need to go bye-bye. The rest of them I'm going to wait till spring, which means I'm feeding them all winter. I'm okay with that now because of all the extra feed I have from that alfalfa program. It was 200 and almost 80 extra alfalfa bales, so I've got the feed secured. I wish I had more dry feed, I can tell you that. And then I'm going to go after another culling in the spring. Let's just say probably May. We'll go from there. Comes down to it, I kind of like that idea anyway. Not that I can't save money, for God's sakes. Trust me, I have to. But I really like the sounds of that as far as what I'm going to call a spring paycheck. Before I'm ready to spend thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands on seed and fertilizer, I should be able to come up with a group of maybe 10 called cows. That'll come in handy. Anyway, now I'm babbling. It's Sunday fun day. It's now about 10 after 4. I got the inside barn chores to do. I'll do a video this week of inside the barn, how everything's going. We'll take a look at the heifer lot, which is doing fantastic. I'm pretty proud of my heifer lot this year. It's okay for somebody to be proud of themselves. I'm really, man, am I happy about that. Some damn good looking heifers in there. Jeez. And we're going to go from there. Otherwise, I'm going to do up chores, tinker around with something, and just mix up a toddy. Gotta live life. We're going to talk to you sooner or later.